Guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, All the Pretty Horses. I am going to take a break from the zodiac signs right now and just put out a love message, checking in on the divine masculines to see what's going on and how they're feeling towards the connection. Now, this reading is going to be for people that are not talking to their divine masculine. And do understand that divine masculine doesn't necessarily mean that it is a male figure. So do understand that. This is a general reading, so please take what resonates and leave the rest. If it does not make sense, if it's confusing to you, then this is not your reading. So I've been getting comments and people are like, I'm confused. And if you're confused, it's because it's not for you. So we're not going to make this fit. Whatever feels right to your soul, that means that that's your information. Take in all of it. Doesn't even have to resonate. It could just be part of it that was for you, and that's it. So we're going to leave it at that. But I did start off with the cards here, and I have home, I have dreams, and wild. We have reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. Then we have new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. And then we have healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So what I'm instantly getting is the fact that I feel like the divine masculine is at this point wanting some type of reconciliation along with the within the dynamic of the relationship or what have you. I get the sense that they're somewhere at a point in time is kind of thinking and perhaps reminiscing. If you take a look here, this person here, she's like sitting and kind of like looking at this, like, I don't know, photo or like something here she's looking at. And I do feel like the both of you are probably, sitting and thinking about the connection. When I see this home card here, it makes me feel like this person feels like home, like they feel you're comfortable with them, they feel comfortable with you, that type of energy. So then we have dreams here, and with the new love, and I don't think it's about like a new person coming in, because of course we have the reconciliation card and somebody coming back from your past. But I do feel like with the dreams, I feel like there is a part of them that is sitting back dreaming about a new situation, like pretty much, like a newfound love. I feel like at this point they may be coming more into realization about how they're feeling. So that's kind of a new type of energy, a new type of love that's taking place. And then we have wild, and then we have healing family issues. Now, what I can kind of tend to take from that is the fact that I feel like the person that you're dealing with, or the person that you have in mind, can tend to be a bit impulsive, kind of wild in a sense, where they don't think things through. They may jump before, really processing the cause and effect of a situation or whatever the case may be. And I feel like with the healing family issues, I feel like a lot of that has come from past situations. It could have possibly been coming from, the setup of the fact that whatever took place when they were younger at home, like with their parents, they could have had to be that type of person where they had to be impulsive, because if they didn't act quickly, something could have happened or whatever the case may be. I do feel like this is a message that this is something that's going on with your divine masculine. I do feel like they are at this point in time sitting back and thinking about their actions and how and where their actions have gotten them. And I do feel like it's perhaps stemming from how they grew up. Parents, not even always just, parents. It could just be like, things that are taking place in your life. So we have the Nine of Swords here. And right away, of course, I'm getting the fact that this person's having sleepless nights about this situation. Something took place. Okay. Something took place where, something just, where something ended. And I feel like I feel like they at this point know that they screwed up, and whatever that could be. And I feel like at this point they're like worried. They're up. I feel like you're probably constantly on their mind. Um, if you look at this is like a really kind of like disturbing card. But you have the Nine of Swords here. And this kind of always reminds me, like, there's a little thing on her back. I don't really know what these beings are because they're not people. They're like, I don't know. They're kind of like, it's a weird type of card or weird deck here. But this thing that's on her back always reminds me of that phrase, a monkey on my back or whatever. Get that monkey off your back. And to me, that is the problem. That's the monkey on his back or her back. And I feel like this problem is keeping them up. Now, what about that is keeping them up? I'm not entirely sure. I'm going to delve into that as well. We have the King of Cups here. We have the Six of Cups. So I do feel like there will be some reconciliation. The Six of Cups is about, communication, somebody coming back from the past that wants to speak about maybe, just things that have taken place. And I do feel like they will come forward and talk to you. We have the Ace of Cups and we have the King of Cups. So at this moment in time, we have the King of Cups here. And I feel like your person is in the King of Cups energy. And the King of Cups to me is somebody that is in their power, knowing what they want, knowing how, like some things, there's some people you can deal with can know how they feel but don't want to act on them, because it may make them feel like they're being weak or, whatever the case may be. At this point in time, whatever is taking place in this connection, I'm going to delve into that as well. This person is now in their heart space at this point. Here's the King of Cups. He has this chalice in his hand, or a cup or what have you, but it's a chalice. And this is about, to me, him or her coming in wanting to offer you something. And because it's a king, we love that because it means that it's not just like a small gesture. It's going to be something that's pretty big. And we have the Ace of Cups here. So there's a new beginning taking place, or that's going to take place. And I'm going to ask really quickly what happened. Okay. Alright, so on the bottom of the deck we have Four of Cups. So this person's at this point in time is feeling like they're missing out on an opportunity, or they have missed out on an opportunity with their behavior. And we have the Queen of Swords. So what I'm gathering is the fact that something didn't plan out the way you guys thought it should have. I'm not sure what that is at this point. I'm going to ask more about that as well. Because the people that are watching this, okay, that's too many cards. I feel like there is, I feel like the people that are watching this, now do keep in mind this energy is interchangeable. But I have the feeling that the people that are watching this are in the Queen of Swords energy. And the Queen of Swords, she's not a bad person. She is a head over heart person. And this particular deck, this Queen of Swords is pissed off. She's hurt. She's damaged. She is super guarded. If you take a look, she has two swords, kind of one over her chest, or, and then like one kind of just like ready to like, cut something. And that's about truth as well. The swords are about cutting through the illusions of everything. I do feel like the people that are watching this at this point in time have taken a step back from this connection and cutting through the illusions, the bullshit, the things that were taking place that didn't make sense to you, the things that you felt like maybe you weren't really paying attention to it because, you were hoping for the best, or you would kind of had your rose tinted glasses on about the connection. I do get the feeling that the divine masculine at this point in time has done something that has wounded you, and you're at this point where you're not trusting. You know, like even if you take a look at this card here, there's some blood, like a little bit of blood at the very tip of that sword. So you know she's kind of been. I'm not laughing, like, you know, I don't know, it's kind of funny to me a little bit, but you know, she's like ready to she's not taking any shit at this point. She's pissed off, she's hurt, and it does look like there was a battle here. Here's a 5 of Wands. So there was an argument that has taken place between the two of you. I almost want to say there may have been multiple people that were involved in the situation, because sometimes to me, what the 5 of Wands can, each of these people can signify different energies. So for some of you, you guys may have been fighting with your divine masculine and maybe another person as well, or whatever the case may be. But a lot of you seem to have been kind of upset with your divine masculine because of the fact that they weren't moving things forward. He or she seemed to have been in this hangman energy, which is nothing wrong with the hangman energy, because it's about, you know, taking a step back to see things from a different perspective. So some of you could have felt like, you know, your person wasn't moving fast enough. You know, you were ready to get this on, you know, get the show on the road, and they're kind of just like, you know, taking a step back and trying to think about how they want to do things. I also feel like a lot of them were also in the process of ending a cycle. We have the World card here, and that's about a completion of a cycle. I do feel like they were stuck because they were in the process of trying to end a cycle here. We have the Temperance here, which is about balance and, you know, being patient with the situation. And I'm taking a look at this card, and some of you guys could be dealing with the fire sign, so that's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or you could be dealing with the water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And the only reason I'm saying this is because in her cup, we have water in one hand and in one cup, and we have fire in another. So you guys could be dealing with that sign. Doesn't have to be. But, so your person pretty much at this point in time was being stuck. Like, you know, not moving forward because of a situation that needed to end, a cycle that needed to end, and that, you know, and they weren't moving. They couldn't move. They were still it seemed like they're still in the process of trying to complete that cycle. It's not over yet. It's not done. And I feel like you guys seem to be wounded about something that's taking place with this cycle that hadn't ended. Like, I feel like I get the sense, I'm hearing like you guys thought it was over, but it wasn't. And like you're hurt by that, and that's really weird. But that's what I'm hearing. Like, you guys thought this situation was done with, and it wasn't. The cycle wasn't completed. It was almost like a false sense of a new beginning. That's odd. What was that about? Interesting. Okay, so we have the Page of Cups. I'm sorry, the Page of Wands. And we have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So the Knight of Pentacles, in its upright state, is a person that is, this is Earth energy, mind you. This is Virgo, Taurus, Jesus Christ, Capricorn. And I don't know why I have the hardest time calling out Earth signs, because I'm an Earth sign, so I don't know. Like I don't know how I forget my people. But anyway, so we have the Knight of Pentacles here, and in the upright position. This is a person that's coming in very slowly, though. Very slowly. They're being very meticulous about how they go about doing things. If you take a look, this Knight of Pentacles is like, you know, they're about material things, earthly things. This guy is like, pretty like decked out in green, which is about money, being, having, coins flowing through, or whatever the case may be. Now, in the reverse position, I feel like it's literally just the opposite, that this person didn't have these things. I almost want to say, and this is for some of you, this may not be for all of you, but I just heard the fact that this person pretty much wanted you to think of them as a Knight of Pentacles, basically. Like they had it all. Like they had the money, they had, the car, they had, what I mean? They had the decent job or the good job or whatever. I feel like that was a part of the illusion. I feel like that's something you also found out later when you started dealing with them, is that I feel like they tried to come in and act like, oh, like, I'm good. Like I got money, I'm this, I'm that. You know what I'm saying? And then like when you started dealing with them, you find out like it's literally the opposite of what they were trying to pretend like they were. And I feel like the rug got pulled off of them about that situation as well. We have the Page of Wands here, and I do feel like, you guys were dealing with a page. And pages, are, everybody has its place. But pages are pretty much the very immature. Very, very immature. Very immature. And I feel like you guys were getting the page when you were dealing with this person. Now, this person does want to come in and offer some type of, some type of communication. I do feel like they are deeply disturbed by what happened. And I'm still want to delve into this and figure out what exactly happened here, though. Like, it's not saying I see the completion of a cycle of them trying to, but I'm not really getting to the bottom as to why this happened, and like why they're like upset, like why are they tripping right now? Because this person can't sleep. Like, this person, you're on their mind. Whatever they did to you, dude, like they can't stop thinking about it. They're like literally really realizing, like, they're like, look, bro, like I can't, bro, like. This is the Nine of Swords. This came out twice. This person's like, I fucked up. Like, I really extremely, excuse, I didn't really mean to say that. But that's literally their mindset at this point. It's like, I really screwed this up. And it's like, I feel like they're constantly like kicking themselves about the situation. So we have here the Star card. So this person still has hope for this situation. I think you, the viewers that are watching this, still have hope, perhaps. Some of you do. There is a new beginning coming. We have the Fool card here, and we have the Five of Cups. So at this point in time, your person is pretty much, and then we have the Wheel of Fortune on the bottom of the deck, which a new cycle is going to begin. We have the Five of Cups here, and what I feel like also happened is that this person could not stop looking in the past. If you look at this horse here, I'm sorry, is this a Pegasus or a unicorn? I think this is a unicorn. I get Pegasus and unicorns confused or mixed up a bit. I think the horns are in different places. Anyway, I digress. But we have here, if you take a look here, this horse is like laying on a well. And the well pretty much has holes in it. They have like 3 holes, and it's like pretty much seeping out. I feel like that's your person's emotions and how they're feeling about the situation. But I also feel like this person could not stop, looking to the past and thinking about what happened. There may have been something they feel like they should have done a little bit better in a situation or whatever. Also, I do get the sense that this person can't stop literally thinking about how they screwed this up. They're literally in like a defeated position right now. The Five of Cups is basically focused on, in the traditional deck, you have the Five of Cups. You have, I believe, you have 3 cups that are spilled, and if you take a look here, there's 3 holes in this well, and then there's 2 cups that's upright. And the whole point of it is the fact that the 2 cups that are upright, they don't notice because they're too busy looking at what has been spilled on the ground or on the floor or whatever. And I do feel like they don't see that there's still potential in this connection, or they're still kind of stuck in thinking that it may not be. Like, I feel like this person feels like they have screwed up so badly that, like, they're like, there's no way things can get better. Like, I've really screwed this up. And the thing is that, yeah, there is hope. You're just too focused on what you did wrong and what you should have done better, and not focusing on the fact that you do have two cups, which two of cups is a two of cups card, which is about union, romance, and things of that nature, being balanced in a sense in a relationship. And they're too busy at this point in time looking and kicking themselves about what they've wasted. And we have the King of Cups that came out as well. I do feel like, I get the sense that this person is watching you from afar. I get the sense that, you know, they could, you know, this is the King of Cups, and if you take a look at this King of Cups here, he's like in like disguise. Like, he's in this, like, behind this shrubbery or whatever, you know, kind of camouflage within the bushes and things of that nature. This King of Cups is basically taking a step back, watching their divine feminine. They know how they feel, but they're not really ready to act on that currently in this moment in time. They're okay right now, safe in how they're feeling, like safe in basically, you know, their love and their romance, their romantic feelings for you. I do feel like it's safe for them there, and they feel safer that way because at least in that energy, they don't have to worry about you rejecting them, because they have literally screwed up. And oh man, they've literally really screwed up, and they're just like, you know, and then you guys are pretty much, you know, in the Queen of Swords energy, so you guys are ready to slice and dice if they were to come and say anything to you. Because you guys are still wounded by what took place. And I just get the feeling that overall, this person, something that you guys started out with or started trying to do did not come to fruition. And I feel like you guys feel cheated. Excuse me. I feel like you guys feel cheated and you feel hurt by it. Something they were supposed to do that they didn't do. And I don't know what that is. I think it's many different things. You guys wanted a relationship with this person, and it looked like it was going somewhere, and then it just didn't go anywhere. And you guys were kind of like, what the fuck? Like, how did that happen? Like, I'm not really understanding. Like, you know, and it was because of their doing. Like, whatever they did or didn't do is a reason why things did what they did. The things that didn't complete. And like I said, the divine masculine at this point in time is in the process of completing a cycle. So whatever cycle they broke away from, or they thought they were breaking away from, wasn't done. So it gave y'all this false sense of starting things, like, you know, a new beginning, and it wasn't really time. And so you guys are both seemingly upset about that. So, I'm going to pull a few more cards here. But what's the trip is the fact that your divine masculine is pretty much like, they realize what they've done. They're not happy about it. They're actually in a bunch of turmoil at this point about what they've done. We have the Four of Swords here that popped out. And we have the Nine of Cups on the bottom, and then we actually pulled the Nine of Cups as well right here. You are this person's wish fulfillment. Like, they have not stopped wanting whatever connection or whatever type of relationship that meant to you guys, because it looks different on everybody. But they have not stopped wanting this. I do feel like if you take a look at this, I think this is like a baboon or something, but if you take a look at him, he's kind of like, you know, thinking, daydreaming, and I would say in a sense manifesting. And I do feel like that this person still wants this, like this, for whatever that means for you guys. This person, you are their wish fulfillment. You are like, you make them happy. This is what they want. I do feel like at this point in time, we have the Four of Swords. They are in a meditative state. not really acting on anything. We do have air energy here, so that's Gemini, Libra, Aquarius on the board here. But anyhow, they're in this meditative state. They're thinking, daydreaming, and seemingly defeated because this girl here is pretty much buried, whatever, buried. And you know, there's 3 swords that's in the ground. So, you know, she's been buried alive. And I feel like they feel just like crap. Like they feel like life has literally beaten them down and life has literally won. Like they're dead. They're dead. You know what I mean? Like they're not, it's too much for them. So, but I do feel like, you know, this is not something that they won't stay in this energy because I do see them coming out of it. I see a new beginning for you guys, the Fools here. We are in April at this moment in time, but, so that could be something that could happen, you know, as April goes on. We have like maybe a couple more weeks in April. So maybe towards the end of April going into March, I am hearing spring as well, and that does depend on where you are watching this at, because, you know, like I'm in the States, and so it's spring here. So, anyhow, this could be when this new beginning starts. It's somewhere towards the end of April, March as well. But that's Aries energy as well. So let me see if I can pull one more card. Okay, so we have the 10 of Cups here. So this person pretty much still wants the 10 of Cups. We have the 6 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. So what I really feel like at this point, we also have the 5 of Swords. This person was pretty shitty to you, bro. Like that's really what this is about. This person, the 5 of Swords irk me to no extent because this is literally like a really selfish person. And it does make a lot of sense that you have here the 5 of Swords, and then you have the 6 of Pentacles. This person knows that they were extremely unfair to you. They know that they came in and they took from you. Like I always say, like, look at the guy. Like he has literally like all these swords. He has 5 swords and he only needs 1. So this person came in and they took and they took and they took and they took. And then they kind of was like, yeah, okay, yeah, fuck you, I'm done. In a sense. And, well, that's kind of their attitude. Maybe that's not really how they were feeling inside, but that was their energy, and that's what pretty much happened as they took and then they dipped. Like, that's literally what took place. And so, it's no surprise to me that they're wanting to come in and balance things out. For a small few of you, I would watch out for this whole like gifting and like, because the only reason I'm saying this is because this person here, the 6 of Pentacles is like basically about balancing, like, you know, it's even, they're giving, you're giving. But in this particular deck, this 6 of Pentacles, this guy here is being selfish. He is kind of enjoying this person here that's, if you look at her, she's on the bottom. Like, I mean, she's like beneath him, kind of reaching up, and he's kind of like dangling this pentacle in her face. For some of you, I hear that could be the relationship, that they're pretending to dangle in your face and kind of like be like, oh yeah, you want this, like here, you know what I mean? So that's for some of you, that's not for all of you. So just be careful with that, because I do feel like for some of you, they will use something that you want to kind of get you kind of in a needy position or begging them for things. Some of your divine masculines were in a very egotistical headspace. I do hear maybe there was a point in time where you may have been chasing them and that made them feel good. And the more you chase them, the more of an asshole they act, the more dickish they act, you know what I mean? So like, watch out for that, because I do see it's for some of you guys that whole like give and take thing is kind of basically trying to get you to, you know, have them begging them or what have you. But that's just some of you, not all of you. But for most of you, this is just about this person wanting to come in and balance the situation out. And I literally like just talked about that, and that just pissed me off when I'm thinking about it. So I'm trying to like snap out of that like energy. But anyhow, this person here, for most of you, this person is just really wanting to come in and be fair and have a give and take relationship, because they know at one point they did just come in and just they took from you, and they didn't give you anything in return and left you depleted, which is why you're in this whole Queen of Swords energy. You're pissed off, you're mad, you're hurt, because you're like, wow, like, you know, this is somebody I cared about, I loved, and you kind of just used me and then said fuck you and left. You know what I mean? So like, this is why most of you are in this Queen of Swords energy, which is very understandable. And we're going to pull some love notes from the Divine Masculine, and then I'm going to wrap it up because I think I'm pretty much over the limit at this point. So, this first card that came out, okay. It's not falling in my hands. Yeah. Okay. Do I want to take these? Okay. Yeah, I guess I will. So, we have, sometimes I wonder if saying I'm sorry is enough. And so this is something that I feel like plays off of the Nine of Pentacles. I'm sorry, the Nine of Swords that I've been pulling out. Is the fact that I feel like they fucked up so much that like sorry is not good enough at this point. And I do feel like with the Four of Swords and the, you know, them kind of like taking a moment, taking a step back basically, and kind of like contemplating things, I do feel like that's something that they think about, because I feel like they have really screwed up and they're like, there's like, sorry, it just isn't going to cut it. We have here, I wish things were different between us. So that plays off of the Five of Cups here that we have here. This person is still kind of like crying over spilled milk, looking at what they didn't do right, how they screwed this up, and they can't seem to just be, they're not really moving out of this energy at this point in time. I'm scared I get too nervous. And I do feel like at that point, this is something about them wanting to come forward and talk to you and, you know, explain what happened, how they're feeling, maybe perhaps apologize, maybe try to make it up to you. But the thought of that scares them, because I feel like they do know you are in this Queen of Swords energy. And so they're afraid of what you're going to say. They're afraid to be like sliced up by your words or what have you, because I do feel like they're in a very vulnerable state at this moment in time, and like any harsh words is like they just can't, like they can't fucking do it. Like I can't, like they literally cannot hear, especially coming from you, because I do feel like they put you on a pedestal, and like what you think about them means a great deal to them, and they can't bear to hear, which, because they know they fucked up, and they can't bear to hear you say anything negative about them, because they, you know, they're already pretty much feeling down on everything. We have please forgive me. So of course, like I said, they, you know, they they are really messed up about the situation, and they would like forgiveness. We have here the thought of you with someone else drives me insane. So like I said, this is for the group of people that aren't in communication with their Divine Masculine. And I do feel like at this point in time, they are like worried that you're going to move on. Rightfully so, though, you know, like rightfully so, but they are worried that you're going to move on with somebody else. And I feel like that's something else. If I could find that card, that's something else that keeps them up at night, like wondering, like, oh my God, like, is she or he like gone? Are they with somebody? Who are they spending their time with? You know, that type of energy. We have, I can't stop thinking about you. You are always in my dreams. Like I have pulled the dream card earlier today. I do feel like they do a lot of daydreaming. Perhaps even when they go to sleep, they are dreaming about you. A lot of, I feel like, ways of manifestation, just kind of just like thoughts of you constantly. And then we have here, we need to talk about everything. And like I said, I have pulled cards on communication and the ones come in. The biggest problem right now is them moving out of this energy of being afraid to talk to you because of what you're going to say. Having enough confidence to do it, because when it boils down to it, you know, when you fuck up, you really just, you know, you don't get to like kind of cowered like behind the corner, you know what I mean, and kind of be like, oh, I fucked up, so I'm just gonna like run away, like, you know, like that's kind of like, that's very cowardice of people that do that. And that's why, you know, he or she's in their heart space when it comes to how they feel about you. We have the King of Cups. But when it comes to action, because we pulled the Page of Wands here, which is about action, doing things, movement or whatever, we do not have a king on the board here. We have a page, which is a little fucking boy. That's what we have here. So therefore, they're going to communicate in a very childish way. If they do. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's just, sometimes this stuff is just funny to me, things that I'm just like getting. But they're in a very vulnerable state. They're in a very immature energy also, because somebody that sits there and they do something and then they run after they do something, that's children. That's little boy behavior. That's little boy or little girl behavior, where you don't own up to what you've done. You go steal a cookie and then you run behind the couch and you're like, but you got crumbs all over your face. It's that type of energy that's going on. And what's going to happen is if they don't move out of this energy, they're going to stay stuck. So at this point in time, the best thing for them to do is move out of this energy, come into who they are. We want a king, not a page, or we want a queen, not a page. So they need to come out of this little boy, little girl energy and, you know, own up and just face whatever has happened. And, you know, when you do mess up things, you know, you don't really have the right to tell somebody how they should react to what you've done. But that's all about being mature, when you can own up to what you did and say, you know what, whatever they decide to tell me is cool, but at least, you know, I said my piece and I said what I had to say, what have you. But anyway, in a nutshell, there's this hope. There's new beginnings on the board for you guys. They will move out of this energy, but this is where they are right now. So there's that. I do see something taking place towards the end of April or early March for some of you. And yeah, that's what I'm seeing for you guys' reading tonight. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know if this resonates. And if it does resonate, how it resonates, because I am always looking for feedback. If you are on a twin flame journey and you want help or you want support or you want insight or information, me and my friend have started a twin flame group on Facebook that is called Twin Flame Passion. You guys can go join as well. I do have openings for readings, so if you do want a reading, please email me. That will be in the description box below, and we can set up a time. Yeah. So you guys have a good night, good day, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are watching this. Many blessings.